DBSCG things.
What's up, Yuhp gang? It's your boy Tax, and welcome back to Yuhp DBSCG Things. And today we're bringing you another very exciting battle, guys. It's going to be round 2 of our local this week. This is Green Cooler versus Blue Cabba. But before we get into it, guys, I do want to say I have a little giveaway going on right now, courtesy of my buddy George from my local. Last time I was there, he was opening up a case and he pulled 2 playsets of the SPR Negate for the Drip Coup deck, and he said, "Hey man, how about you give away a playset of that on your channel?" I said, "Hey, I'll do exactly that for you." And so, guys, all you gotta do to enter in a chance to win one of these, or these 4 cards, is like this video, be subscribed to the channel, and leave a thanks to George down in the comments below, and that will enter you in a chance to win this playset. With that being said, guys, if you guys want any custom mats and or sleeves, absolutely check out Promats, guys. This is the best place to go get your custom card needs. Link is in the description as usual. And also on the screen now, you can see that they are holding a monthly tournament via Discord at the second weekend of every single month with some great pricing here. You can come win some Promat mats, TCG medal leaders, and also some booster boxes. So with that being said, guys, if you guys want to join this, go down to the Discord into the description below and join it. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed this battle or my content in general, remember to hit all those buttons for me, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you never miss a video. And with that being said, let's spin it around and dive in. And here we are with round 2, guys. We have Cabba on the left and Green Cooler on the right. Starting it off, guys, we have Blue Cabba, I believe, going first, charging a multicolor, and then passing his turn. Green Cooler does some explosive stuff here. You will see he charges in unison. Here we're going to see the activation of the extra card. This will allow him to look at up to the top 7 cards and then play a green in unison amongst them. Here we are choosing the thingz. This card is a counterattack, I believe, and then when you counter him with it, it will allow you to choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and it cannot attack. It's like a little Mufuba almost. So he upticked on it, swing the 10k, swings with his leader, takes a life, plays a new unison. This one is the Frieza. It has Empower. If it has 3 or more markers, I have to discard, so I discard a blue-yellow. Will benefit me in the drop area later because I can combo from my drop area in this deck. Charging energy on my second turn and then swinging with my leader. My leader's auto is actually pretty clutch as well. Being able to pitch a Universe 6 and then drawing 2 cards. Very, very good filter. Here would be a normal player's like Awakening turn, but in this deck I prefer not to tap out on turn 2 for the Unison Awaken because then I have no way to protect it. And so here I'm going to just play a Kale. This will let me look at the top 5 and grab a 3 cost or less blue Universe 6 card or a 2 cost Unison. I have a lot of 3 cost or less targets there, so I go ahead and hit the Khalifa. That card is like a Patara, and then it's like a draw 2 bottom deck 1. A lot of filtration in this deck. But like I said, yeah, I like to play my Unison on turn 3, so I have an energy to try to defend it with like a Dimension Magic or whatnot. So we're going into Cooler's turn 2 here. He has 6 life. He will start by upticking his Unison, getting up to a 20k, swinging at the leader. I will take that damage. So we're gonna... Nope, not paying 1. I thought he was gonna play no Unison. Looks like we're gonna do it through a leader swing maybe. And we're going to attack with the leader, taking 1 life, and then choosing to play a Unison. This one is the Dore. This one will allow him to go through his deck and grab a 1-drop Cooler. Also, the leader auto will go off and allow him to draw a card. He chose to do that before searching. So here we will see the uptick. I did Awaken and to draw draw 2 to get to 15 to outcombo that, and then he upticked the Unison swing. I comboed out from my field to survive. Here we're going to see the pay 1 for a Cooler, the top 5 search for a 3 or less Unison, and I actually managed to whiff there. That is actually very shocking with the amount of Unisons that are in this deck. So we're going into Cabba's turn 3, charging. Probably still not feeling all too safe to play a Unison here because we do have to keep in mind that this deck does put out a lot of pressure on his turn 3, being that he does have a triple strike dual attacking unison. So I'm starting off my turn with a leader swing, drawing a card. Just 15. I'm trying to direct as many of my attacks into his leader early as possible so that he cannot keep a ripping life to playing unisons. Here I'm going to pay 1, play Kale. This will allow me to go to the top 5, grab a 3 or less blue card. Here I grab the Goku hit combo card. And then I pass turn with 2 energies up, trying to be defensive. For this deck is a fairly defensive deck in general. And so we're going to see the turn 3 charge from Cooler here. Also sitting pretty at 4 life, so he can very easily awaken. We're going to try to exhaust an energy first because this leader is an untap 1, draw 1. So here he's swinging Unison first, and I decide to Zamasu and rest his leader. I unfortunately do not want to. I was going to Senzu Bean and drop my big Kefla there, but I did not want to do that and then get Golden Frieza right behind it. So here we're going to see the pay 1 for a new Galactic Emperor Frieza. This will make me discard 1 if it has 3 or more markers, which it did because it Empower 3. Here we're going to see the Cooler Awaken. By the way, that did trigger the front side auto on his leader to draw a card as well, which is really nice. So now that he is awakened, that auto is also live once again, so if he wanted to pay 1 and play a new unison again, he can draw another card. Okay, so there he swing in, paying 1 for a new unison. He's going to grab a 1-drop from the deck. This triggers the backside of his backside auto on his leader as well to draw a card. Upticking the Dore, swinging it. I believe this one's at 15k. So since he did exhaust one of his energies, here I feel a little bit more comfortable paying 3 for my Kefla. This is the big 8-drop Kefla. Sorry for the glare. Now that he's at 2 energy, I was not scared that he was going to drop the Golden Frieza and wipe it. I do want this card to stick on my field for the duration of the turn so that I can apply some pressure with it as well. So here I get the pass. I do have my Kefla safely secured on field. 2 energy up on Cooler's side, so I very easily can become a floodgate, so I decided to use Kefla's effect right away to rest it because I do see Bupo's in energy. I don't want to deal with that. Right away, I get negated with the nays. This is a negate the attack and then choose one of your opponent's battle cards, and it cannot attack for the turn. So here he hit the 8-drop. So obviously the dual attack will trigger. I'll stand back up. I swing with the leader 15k. He combos out 1 card from hand. Here I'm going to pay 2 for the unison, officially feeling safe to play the unison. Upticking, drawing a card, and then swinging 15k at the leader, dropping him down to 3 energy, and that pass turn with 2 energies open. Just trying to play it safe, of course, not trying to get smacked around, being tapped out. This deck does put out, like I said, ample amounts of pressure if you are not prepared for it, especially being that it's a unison-based deck. Then that's where all the pressure comes from. There's not many ways to remove things mid-battle or stop them, really, from being played. So. Like I'm playing a deck with God Sealings in it, and I'm charging them because I can't stop no battle cards. So here we're going to see the play of the Golden Frieza. This does wipe the board, so my Kefla gets hit, and then we're going to swing with the leader. Here I was deciding to negate, but I immediately was like, no, I don't want to use that yet. Because he didn't use the minus yet, and I'd rather know that he was going to minus beforehand. So afterwards, I do Dimension Magic. I start getting some energy up because I do want to try to get another Kefla on field, or at least some more rivals in order to start building a board state once again. So unfortunately, he does pass turn there. I do believe his unison is at 7 markers. Start my turn with a charge. Plus on my unison, draw a card. Swing with my leader, draw a card off my auto. Here, I don't imagine I'm going to go too crazy. Here I combo up to 20 literally just to put that card into the drop area. And then I'm going to pay 1 and Patara from the drop. With this Kefla, this card is actually really solid. Not only is it going to bait counterplays for me, but I am also going to get a draw 2 bottom deck 1 off her auto, which is really nice. And then also being able to part Patara from the drop gives you very easy pitch targets with the front side of your leader's effect. So swinging with that 15k, he comboed out with his leader's active battle, and now I'm swinging with my unison 15k here. I'm going to spirit boost, make it a 25. I'm paying 1. We're going to try to Vegeta cabba, try to bait the counterplay out so that I can get rid of the unison. So I did get the knives out. It did KO my Vegeta cabba, but that's fine. It only costed me 1 energy. And so we see Cooler comboing out 3 cards to get over the 25k. There I see an interesting card that I did not expect to see in a Cooler build, so I decided to read it real quick. Battle phase ends, and I believe I passed turn here because 3 energy up feels pretty safe going into his next turn. Yep. So here we're going into Cooler's turn 5. Playing a very long and stally game here. Charging another Bupo, paying 1 for the Cooler. This is going to top 5 him for a new unison. More than likely hitting a Golden Frieza here, I would imagine. Yep, so hitting Golden Frieza, like I said, being able to do this as many turns as possible is going to be very value for this deck. So we will see the leader swing. It looks like we're choosing to play no unison and draw a card. Here I'm going to Sensu Bean to make myself a 20k just so that his unison and his 1-drop attack aren't actually threats to me. This will save me 2 attacks in the future and from the current one. So here we're going to see the pay 3 for the Golden Frieza. This of course will blow up my field, so my little Kefla's gone. But I do have like my little U6 Violent Rays, so I'm not too scared of this card right now. Of course, that removal does trigger his leader auto and the 1-drop auto will draw a card, and then that card will get plus 50, make itself a 15. Going directly into the -4, make that a 30k triple strike dual attack, and I'm going to basically just Violent Rays, call unisons here. We don't want to have to deal with any more pressure than we need to, and our opponent's at 1 energy up and 3 lives, so we are in a position to be able to add a little bit of pressure. He decides to swing with the 1-drop to try to add pressure here, and he combos a Frieza, so I Spirit Boost and Arrival a Kefla, knowing well that he does not have answer for that card on his turn. I decide it's the best to go ahead and play that then. Going to my turn, I charge, draw a card off the unison effect. Paying 1 for the Kefla. Here I'm top 5 searching for any U6. Here I grabbed the Vegeta Kayla. Unfortunately, when I played that, I was really looking for my 4th copy of the 8-drop Kefla so that I could tap him out and then go in for game. Here we're going to... Oh yeah, this is me just saying that I missed my mandatory tick. That's fine, it's only 1 marker. It is a mandatory tick. It's an uptick, and it says when you play one of your battle cards with Arrival on your opponent's turn, add a marker to this card. It does not say add up to, and it's once per turn, so it is mandatory. Here we're going to see the pay 1 play for the Kefla. This card, in my opinion, is very good. Pataring from the drop, and then playing a 15k beater that's going to draw 2, and then bottom deck 1. Helping me filter as much as I can, because like I said, I am trying as hard as I can to dig for that last copy of my 8-drop. Swinging in with my leader here. He does Shocking Death Ball and kill the 2-drop right away. Here I'm debating hard, should I swing in with my unison, leave my blocker, but I decided it's best here to swing with the double strike blocker, because if I leave it inactive to try to save it as a blocker, it'll more than likely just get board wiped by the golden Frieza next turn if he plays a new one. So I decided it was better to swing in for it now and try to see if he has a negate and see if I can't win with this 1 attack. Because I am under dormant, so we shall see. We decided to just go to 40, and I do get hit with a Secret Rare, which is super rough. KOs my battle card mid-battle, and it forces me to discard 2 cards from my hand, and I cannot interrupt that. I cannot stop that in any way, shape, or form. That just happens because it is an extra card, so there is no interaction with that card. Going into Cooler's turn 6, he says no charge and then pays 1 to play his super combo. This will force me to discard. And then he's going to pay 1 and play the 4-cost cooler. This card has no restrictions, but if he bottom decks Unison, I will be forced to pitch one, and I already did pitch a bean. I did respond with Champa there, so we'll rest him, and then I draw a card after his auto. And then also that will trigger my leader auto to untap an energy, so Champa really there only costing me 1 energy, which actually feels pretty good. It also provides me a 15k beater at any point if it doesn't get removed. So we're starting with a leaded swing here. Getting the draw, deciding not to play a Unison, super comboing up to 25, get a second draw. So here we're gonna see me use a super combo. And then I'm going to pay 1, use my Secret Rare Kai. He can no longer attack with Unisons this turn. And because my board state's not the greatest and I'm not really too worried about the board wipe, I wasn't like super fearful of another Golden Frieza happening. And even if he did, I wasn't scared because he couldn't attack with it. So here we're going to see paying 1 for the cooler. Top 5 search for a 3-cost or less Unison, finding Galactic Emperor. Paying 1 for the new Unison, Galactic Emperor comes out. I have to discard yet another card, putting me down to 2 cards in hand. And probably being forced into a pass turn situation here because he straight up just cannot attack with any Unisons. That one, if he decides to uptick, will become a 20k, and a 10k right now isn't too helpful for him. If he plays any bigger one, it will be a 20k as well. So, or actually, it doesn't even matter power because I Kai'd this turn. I'm thinking I use the Violent Race. No, Kai in general just says you just can't attack with Unisons at all. So, like I said, since it's such a Unison-based deck, he just didn't have the option. He passed turn. I go directly into a -1 on my Unison, flip that leader over. He only has 2 life, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go for face here. Use Kai's effect, warp the board. Paying 1 for a new fusion card. This one allowed me to draw 2, bottom deck 1. This is me trying my hardest to filter into some battle cards to deal damage. He officially has no combo power though, because on the backside of the leader is where that deck gets all of its combo power anyways. I swing leader, he shocking deathball kills that guy. I swing with Champa, and here I'm going to completely dump my hand because I have the chance and I know he doesn't have very much combo power. Here he says that is game, and that was probably one of the closest games I've ever played. With that being said, guys, if you guys enjoyed it, I hope you guys did. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.